Good evening. My name is Jeff Mackey. I'm a candidate for county executive. I call Cagle Mountain home. This is my home district up here. I've been on the mountain for 11 years now as a member and a resident of this part of Sequatchie County. A few things I want to talk about tonight as a candidate for county executive. I want to touch on our budget planning process for this county. I believe that we can do a better job, a much better job, of planning, advanced planning, and implementation of budget and of other issues in the county. For too many years, I believe that the foresight that the county has just not had, and the people that are running that have not had the foresight to plan for things. I run a small business, have had for many years, and one of the reasons I'm successful at it is that I'm able to take and look at a plan and forecast what's going to happen 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. It's one of the things that we're not doing in this county. We haven't even finished our budget for last year that we're working on yet, or the one that we're actually started on already. We haven't finished it, hasn't been implemented. I realize that some of it has to do with revenues that come in, but I use that as a poor excuse because the revenues, you should be able to plan almost down to what those revenues are going to be based on tax and previous records of what come in. It's a good way of forecasting, a good way of budgeting. I do that in my business. You do that in your personal finances. The county has got to take a better stand on that. Recruitment of industry. We've had a lot of businesses that closed up, have left town, have not come back. 500 jobs was a number I heard that was lost, that had been lost in this county. What are we going to do about it? Well, I think for too long we've not got out of the county. I believe that the county executive's job is not an 8 to 5 job or an 8 to 4 job. I believe it's a job that takes a lot more time than that. I don't expect to be a county executive that's in that office from 8 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and forget about it when I get out of the office in the afternoon. You'll find me there. You'll not find me on some days in an office, and then other days you're liable to find me there till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, depending on what the job at the time dictates. I intend to become a member of these community centers up here. This is my home community center, and win, lose, or draw, I'm still going to become a member and actively support this community center if I win as county executive. I intend to do that across the county. I think it's only fair, and I think that's only what a county executive should do, is to get out and be involved in these communities. We have a lot of great things that are going on here. I've seen a lot of great things happening at Dawes, Lone Oak, over Lewis Chapel. A lot of great things that are happening in this county. A lot of great volunteers that stand up and do it. And I think it's high time the county executive get behind them and help support these community centers, and I intend to do just that. The last thing I want to talk about is the hospital. We all realize that North Valley, run by Grandview, is leaving in September 1st. I think that this is a wonderful opportunity to do something, to get some better services in here, to get a better hospital than what we have, a hospital that actually provides services that we need, observation rooms, and I'm hoping that they can help us with the black hole that's become the ambulance service. I don't think the right answer to that is to go crawling to somebody like Erlanger because they're the only people that show any interest right now. I think we need to get out and explore our options and not find ourselves in a business deal that's going to give us nothing more than what we already have because we don't go out and look for other options. There are plenty of other options out there. We've just got to get out and explore those. I realize it's a little bit of a time crunch, but we're a county that has approaching 20,000 people with this next census that's coming out. We're ripe for something to come in here. A hospital that actually knows what they're doing can help us solve a lot of problems and a lot of issues, especially with the ambulance service, to help create a situation where we're not throwing good money after bad into that. And speaking of the ambulance service, I'm convinced, very much convinced, the first responder service for this community, Fredonia, and the other three on the outlying areas of town is a necessity, and we should pursue that. We should stand up and help these community centers get that done because it's a service that would be greatly needed, or that is greatly needed, that would benefit us and save us money in the long run. Being run by volunteers, I see a lot of the volunteer firefighters here that would be involved in that, and we're proud of you. We love having you here. I'm glad you're here protecting my property because I live a mile down the road. I know that if my house catches on fire, somebody's going to come help me, and we need to support that up here. Thank you, and I appreciate your vote for Jeff Mackey, County Executive.